In 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about VooDoo Gel Stain. This cutie little table looks lovely on the outside, but when I opened up the drawers, there was a problem. I mean, who doesn't open drawers of desks and furniture before you take it home from an estate sale? Well, obviously me. So let's clean it up with a little bit of white lightning and find some new hardware for this piece because we are going to take that dated orange color and give it a whole new look. Obviously, we have to get rid of that grungy inside. I mean, I don't even know what is happening with the interior of this drawer. It's so gross. But white lightning and a rag will get it all out. Be careful, I did remove all those little pins that you see in the bottom of the drawer before I started to clean. Clean the interior and the exterior with white lightning to get it ready for paint. In my design choice for this small table, I've decided to sand down the top of this piece. Sanding down the entire top of this piece with my Surf Prep sander. This will get it ready for VooDoo Gel Stain. I purchased this Surf Prep sander quite a while ago, and to be honest, I think it's starting to show its age. The pads really don't stick anymore. I know there's replacement parts, but to be honest, I don't even know if I would get the same one again. It is super fast though. It's a pretty fast little machine, and I was able to sand down the top of this piece to raw wood in just a short bit. And this is what I was left with after I finished. Don't worry, it looks blotchy, but we have wood conditioner. So what is wood conditioner? Well, basically it's going to even out any of that wood before you apply your VooDoo Gel Stain. Because VooDoo Gel Stain is a water-based stain, it kind of takes to your piece in a bit of a different way. So to prepare this little sanded surface, I gave it a wipe with a clean cloth, and I'm going to add in my wood conditioner. This wood conditioner has no scent, no smell, and it has like a salve texture to the interior. It's very much like Big Mama's butter. But applying it to a wood surface is going to give you a little bit more work time when you actually do apply your stain, because the wood is not going to be dry, it's all going to be even, and it's going to be ready to absorb all of the stain that you put on it. I apply mine in the direction of the wood grain. I'm not really sure if that's like the standard way to do it, but I do like to keep it that way to make sure I cover the entire surface area. To apply this wood conditioner, I'm using a nice clean terry cloth applicator pad. Wiping it in until I cover that entire sanded area. I've also used this wood conditioner before I have applied no paint gel stain on really dry, thirsty wood, and it's made a big difference for how evenly the stain will absorb. Especially in some of these old antique or vintage pieces, they might be really thirsty. And by that I mean the wood is so old that it gets dried out and it just sucks up the product. So using this first is just going to give you more of an even finish. The color of VooDoo Gel Stain that I chose is a nice, light, bright VooDoo Gel Stain. Dixie Belle has a range of VooDoo Gel Stains that are all water-based, and they're nice and light and bright. I find that this nice, light, bright color is called Bleached Cypress, really helps make a piece look updated. This is water-based, so it's going to suck into that wood a lot different than no paint gel stain. I know that some people like to come back in and wipe this back. I've done multiple pieces of furniture where I've come in even with a damp rag on top of VooDoo Gel Stain to wipe it back to get the kind of see-through opaqueness that I'm going for. For this tiny piece, I do wait for my layers of stain to get nice and dry before I apply the second. It dries a little bit lighter than it looks when it's wet. You're going to be able to see right here how nice it actually looks when it dries. I know it looked a little patchy when I was applying it, but it dried nice and even. For the base of this project, we're going to paint it in a beautiful chalk mineral paint color called Collard Greens. This is one of Dixie Belle's chalk mineral paint colors. It's 0 VOCs, safe to use indoors around your pets, and goes on really simply. You can also damp your brush a little bit with a spray misting bottle to eliminate any lines. But I want you to take a look at how good the coverage is on just one coat of paint. Chalk mineral paint is my go-to for blending. If I ever want to do any ombre blends or mix my colors around, this is the paint that I choose. So for this project, all I did was clean that wood and give it a slight sand scuff if any of the areas were a little bit shiny, and then painted on 2 even coats of this paint. Let's talk about fixing that hardware. Since I decided to use new hardware, I didn't know that the holes were going to be so close to where the new holes would be drilled. So for this project, I used a wooden dowel and wood glue to fill them and then drilled new holes beside them. Now that my VooDoo Gel Stain is dry, I can give it a little bit of a seal. For this, I'm going to use a dampened blue sponge as well as a water-based satin clear coat, wiping on 1 even coat in the direction of the wood grain to protect my work. This clear coat has a nice satiny finish. It is water-based and it goes on really well over top of the VooDoo Gel Stain. Make sure that you take a minute to go back over your little strokes so that you don't have any streaks or lines. I basically cover the entire surface and then I do it one more time to be sure I haven't missed any wood. You could use that same sponge and same product to seal up the base of your work, but for dark colors, I sometimes find that it's hard to get a streak-free finish. So for the base of this project, I'll be using hemp oil to seal my paint. You just use a clean applicator pad and wipe it on the chalk mineral painted surface. I then wait approximately 5 to 10 minutes and I come back in and give it a buff with a nice dry cloth. This way the entire surface that has been painted gets covered and it absorbs evenly, so you never get any streaks or marks. And you can reapply your hemp oil when necessary. You can also use this on top of stained wood as well. Adding in the new hardware, and then this little cutie is done with its makeover. I love the new hardware and I love the combination of a light stain with a darker painted base. You can really see how that hemp oil shines.